The Wretched is the 2019 horror thriller, directed by the Pierce brothers, Brett and Drew T. Pierce. The story follows a young teenager who is experiencing the struggles of a broken home. Visiting his dad's, he realizes that there's something malevolent and evil next door. A demon witch follows the family from the nearby woods, holding the family's faith hostage and using its lifeless carcass for rent. Honestly, the further I got into this movie, it reminded me of the Goosebumps episode, Werewolf Skin. Obviously, this is a much darker story, with gore and death galore. The directing and the cinematography is the film's highest strengths. The cast is there to serve their purpose, but no one really stands out. The film's star, John Paul Howard, carries the film to the best of his ability, but isn't given enough to do to keep it going outside of its scare factor. That being said, the cast is still good, the movie is worth watching, and at first watch may be a little confusing, but at the end's twist being revealed, I think you'll appreciate the rest of it more. It has some jump scares, of course, but there's also some intense and pretty chilling imagery. The film was nominated for 2 awards at the Fantasia Film Festival in 2019, for Best Film and an Audience Award for being different. This movie didn't scare me or affect me, but it always depends on the person watching it. So who knows, this may just be the scariest movie you've ever seen. But I doubt it. Part of it may have something to do with the demon running around with a dress on and Paris Hilton sunglasses. The atmosphere of the demon's lair is probably the most impressive part of the film. It had some genuine build-up. It reminded me of the Tree of the Dead from Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow. The design of the demon isn't all that original, it's very similar and something we've seen before. But the way it emerges from its victims is probably the most memorable part of the movie. Okay, now comes for the nitty-gritty. The nasty. The witch taking form of the homewrecker wasn't surprising at all. It was very predictable. At the end when Mallory puts a flower in her hair, I was expecting it to rot, but then it didn't. So when she handed it to Ben, I was waiting for it to crinkle up like an old ball sack, but it never did because it was fake. So I guess the demon Mallory is allergic. What did you think of Wretched? Did you enjoy it? Did it get under your skin? Or did you want a little more scare flair? It was a good enough watch to keep me invested, but I'll probably never see it again. I hope you learned something from this movie. Trust no one, not even your neighbors, unless it's to borrow some sugar to ward them off. And don't be possessing other people's bodies that don't belong to you.